So first, I think you need to talk to your customers. That like
Yeah.
any marketing program, like let's talk to your customers. Let's figure out, the jobs that they have, the problems that they're having. Where do they hang out online? That's one of the questions that we ask. Like, how do you get your information? Are you going to trade shows? Do you go to Google? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Reddit? Do you go to YouTube? Just kind of figure out where they're at. And then
Mhm.
once you have that information, then I'd build out the program, right? Like do really good product marketing, figure out like what actually makes you different, and talk about that only. And then build out some good content and then distribute that content where your clients are hanging out, whether that be like in a print ad or on LinkedIn or on YouTube or on your website if they like to do that. Maybe you have to go and do like maybe it's only distribution. I don't know, but I think it starts at that level and you build out
Well, just
where
a second.
your
I'm going to
customers are
back
at.
you up for a minute, and because I think that what you talked about is it sounds simple, but it is difficult, right?
Mhm.
Which is, how do you differentiate?
Yeah.
So, how do you work with your clients to identify? Because a lot of times the client will come in and think that this is what makes us different, but
Yeah.
it's really not.
Right.
And I know part of that, I mean, part of where you find that out is you go to your customers.
Yeah.
You have to talk to your customers, because if you
Yeah.
talk to when you start with your clients and they tell you, oh, we know, we've been in this
Yeah.
industry forever, we can tell you exactly what our clients, do they get surprised sometimes
They
when
get
they,
surprised a lot. And there's actually we get a lot of pushback because it's like, that's not what we've been doing. But it's like, that's not what your customers are saying.
yeah,
Man, Cindy, I saw this too when I was at Graco. Like you just see the plaques all around, A+ quality, great customer service. But it's like, is that really something that's differentiating you? Like all of our other competitors say they have good pumps and their pumps are good. So it's like, that's not really a differentiator. What is the thing
yeah,
specifically about your thing that is high quality, or why do you have good service? Right. So like dig into why you have good service. Maybe there's a differentiator there. But yeah, I think it starts like, why did your customer buy from you? And just figure out like what was that value that they thought your product would bring to them. And I think that's where you kind of have to start this process and really like try to get into it. Like it's not your specs. Your tech specs are usually not the thing that sets you apart. It's usually something higher at the company level that makes you different. Are you easy to work with? Are you easy to buy from? Do you have really great engineering? Like, do you do a lot of pre-engineering to help solve like manufacturing issues? Like, so do you do design for manufacturing? Um, and like this new Graco product, yeah, that was a big differentiator, right? Like they were able to integrate an electric motor into the middle of the pump to remove the air motor. Nobody else is doing that. So now Graco can hang their hat and say, we have the only pump in the market that can do this. But like they didn't talk about like the cool motor technology. Nobody cared. Like they just said, we have a motor in the middle of our pump and it allows you to cut energy by 65%. Right.
yeah,
So like that's the thing is like, and
absolutely.
then the
It's
client can do the
almost
work
like a
like, okay, so
resume where
yeah,
you're thinking about them, and you have to show that, do we save you money? Do we save you time? Do
right.
we